Good morning, everyone. I'm naturopathic Dr. Jacqueline Moulton, and if you cannot see, I was out hiking with my husband yesterday. It was a very overcast day, so we didn't expect a lot of sun, but my fair skin did not fare well, and I have a nice sunburn on my face and my chest. And so I figured I would go through a little home-based remedy that you can do from your house, as long as you have these ingredients, to help reduce the tone of the sunburn, but also to soothe it. And so behind me here, I have my aloe plant. I leave it outside, that's why it's a little dirty. But here we are. That sprouted from one little guy at the beginning of the season this year, so pretty successful, I'd say. We're going to use turmeric powder. I also have like fresh turmeric that we could use, but I'm just going to use a little bit of the powder. You have to be careful with this. I do go very orange with turmeric. So if you have gloves, you may want to use that so that your hands don't get all oranged. But this helps tone down that redness. So it is important to kind of even out the skin tone. And then this here, also in here, so we'll use this one, is our fractionated coconut oil. So this is a liquid form coconut oil. It's just easier to apply. If you have solid regular coconut oil in your pantry, you can use that instead. So here's my little jar that I'm going to use. And so any of my like do-it-yourself home-based remedies, if you're interested in it and you'd like me to make that for you, I do normally make them in this glass jar, and then I'll put a little tag on there with instructions as well as the ingredients. And so this one, you probably saw in a previous post, I always talk about how aloe has to be fresh to have the medicinal properties of it. If you don't have a fresh aloe, if you use like the store-bought like gels or whatever, they really aren't aloe at that point. They still help cool the skin and nourish, but there's other components in there that are doing that, not the aloe. Okay, so I'm not going to measure, I'm just going to dump it. Let's do that much coconut oil. I'm just doing enough to cover my skin today. I'm not making a huge batch. Okay. Cut some of my aloe. And then I'm just going to get all that juice. And for compounding purposes, I'm actually just going to put that back in there. We don't want that piece nice and sticky. Okay, so it's just a little bit, not a lot. And then turmeric. Okay, roughly a teaspoon. Okay, I'm just going to mix this with a fork. So it's got a bit of an orange color to it. And so, say about a tablespoon of the coconut oil, a teaspoon of the turmeric powder, and just one about this size of the aloe vera plant gel juice. And so then I'm just going to dip my finger in here and then apply it to the areas that are burned. So You can put more turmeric on here if you'd like. Turmeric's very anti-inflammatory. And there you are. That'll help nourish the skin and then tone that down over time. You typically do need to do this a couple times, probably 2-3 times before you start noticing a huge difference. Okay, now that I've put the solution all over my face where it's burnt and then my chest where it's burnt, I'm going to let it sit for about 10 minutes just to get those nourishments into that area, and then I'm going to wipe it off. Some people do find coconut oil can clog their pores. For me, it doesn't, so I was completely fine with putting it on my face. If you do find it clogs your pores, you can change it to like a sweet almond oil or jojoba oil. Those would be good. There's a lot of different oils out there. Grapeseed oil is great for the skin too, especially wrinkles. So you may want to add that in if that's something you're worried about. Yeah, so if you're interested in this product and you'd like to order it, or if you're interested in other products, I do have a shop on my website, www.drjmoultonnd.com, or click subscribe and learn about different products each week.